trying. And so what I have here is Epstein's lawyer says Ghislaine Maxwell knows everything and should get immunity to testify before Congress. Jeffrey Epstein's former defense lawyer wants the financier, co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, to receive immunity if she testifies before Congress. Maxwell, 63, is serving a 20-year prison sentence after she was convicted of child sex trafficking and other charges in 2021, in connection with Epstein. She is appealing her conviction. Now attorney Alan Dershowitz says she knows everything about Epstein's sex trafficking case and prepared to testify before Congress if she's granted immunity. She knows everything. She's the Rosetta Stone. She knows everything. She arranged every trip with everybody. She knows everything, Dershowitz said on Fox News Sunday. If she were just given use immunity, she could be compelled to testify, he added. I'm told that she actually would be willing to testify and there'd be no reason for her to withhold any information. Epstein died by suicide in New York jail's cell in August 2019. While facing federal sex trafficking charges, he had pled guilty to separate prostitution charges in 2008. Dershowitz says he doesn't see any negative in granting Maxwell immunity to testify about her co-conspirator. Now, she did an interview back in I think it was the year he died or the year afterwards. And she was like, no, I believed he was murdered. You know what I'm saying? And then they talked to Epstein's father and they were like, yeah, I know he was murdered, or his brother. And his brother was like, Donald Trump probably killed him. You know what I'm saying? Because he died on, his brother came out and said that in an interview.
I mean, it's a good chance. I mean, like, he probably was like, Donald, you better get me up out of here, bro, as we all going down at the end of the day. She's ready to come out and testify. I mean, you guys let anybody testify against anybody these days. So why not go out and give her some kind of, I wouldn't even care if they let her free. I wouldn't care if they let her free for her testimony. Tell everything she knows.
Yeah, tell everybody. That's the thing. They don't, it wasn't Donald Trump that had her.
Where the bodies are hidden.
It's all the people that he has evidence on, and the people, I don't even think it's not the people, because you could take the people down, that's fine. It's the people that were gathering the information that they don't want it to get out about. You know what I'm saying? Whatever foreign country was gathering this information about U.S. politicians to be able to blackmail them. That's the issue right there. That's what I think is going on. You know what I'm saying? Because they should let her out and let her testify. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why. Think about it. The Republicans are blocking the files from coming out, which is for what reason? What reason do you have to block a sex trafficking market of high profile clients?
At the end of the day, man, do whatever it takes to get her. I mean, to get her testimony. Yeah. Give her give her 5 more years left or something like that. Then she got a 20 piece or something, didn't she? They gave her a dub. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead and say, you know what? We'll give you 5 years. You testify and tell us what you know. Period. Then they got to keep her away from everybody, because they're going to be trying to, give her all kind of, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Her dad was a former Israeli spy. Like, I think he worked for the Mossad or something like that for Israeli intelligence. Her dad was. So it all kind of links back.
It always goes back to the usual suspects.
And the cool part about it, they said that when Epstein was found guilty, I want to say, I don't think it was on this case right here, maybe, but I think it was the one maybe before, one of the two. He ran back to Israel for like 7 or 9 months or something like that. He went there and stayed there because they don't have an extradition treaty with the United States.
And actually, that's where a lot of sex offenders go.
60 of them. They said 60 of them since this time Epstein's went. 60 of them are out there. 60 of them went, and some of them have reoffended in Israel. You know what I mean? So,
and then what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein. He waited. He stayed there until his deal was done. Then he came back to America. You know what I'm saying? So just like I said, it goes back to that same usual country that we just keep trying to brush under the rug.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems, like I say, it seems like there's a lot going on with this. I don't know why everyone's afraid to let these people talk. You know what I mean? You guys want anyone else to talk. You guys will do anything else to let anyone else. I mean, if you can find a person who has a drug case, and you'll let this person get free. Be free. A person who murdered somebody can go free. Look at Young Thug's case. You guys have talked to Lil Woody and Young Thug's case and was like, hey, we don't care who you murdered. We don't care who you shot. What you did. Just tell us. Tell us
Rich homie Quan's dad's barbershop.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is crazy because y'all want to let them people go testify against each other. You know what I'm saying? And let this person go free who shot, maimed, and murdered. But you won't let somebody go and tell who, where the bodies are hidden, or where the kitty are hidden right now. It's because crazy
they're trying to protect people that pay them money, which is crazy. It's like your money's over your priorities and your dignity and your morals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it makes sense. This nation was kind of built on that. Like, they weren't just like, murdering all the little native children. They were, and and the black children, they were doing them too. You know what I'm saying? So it runs deep.